My name's Nick Rowley. I'm a trial lawyer. I practice throughout the United States, do jury trials. I got involved with the Lyons case in addition to a couple of others, but the Lyons case is the one that went to trial.
My name is Stephen Effres. My firm is Effres & Associates. We are a small, family-oriented law firm.
My name is Justin Effres, and we represent plaintiffs in personal injury and wrongful death cases.
We were asked to become involved in representing a wonderful little boy who was 6 years old at the time that he suffered a fractured skull and multiple brain bleeds on a playground.
When our client was in first grade, it was during recess when a group of fourth graders came into his first grade play area. They were playing a game that the aides, the adult supervisors, were supposed to prohibit.
One of the biggest fourth graders picked up the smallest first grader, our client, and started playing the game while he was carrying our client, sort of like a football.
Running with him, tripping and falling.
And he dropped Liam on his head. When he dropped Liam on his head, Liam's brain ricocheted from one end to the other, bled in two different places. He suffered a brain hemorrhage. He was briefly knocked unconscious, and when he got up, he was crying and he couldn't walk on his own. Where were the teachers?
The aide then sends him back to the health office. They send him back to class and don't even call 911 or get emergency aid out immediately, and this little boy is walking around with a brain bleed as the pressure's building in his head.
Our job was to figure out how the injury occurred and how it should have been prevented by the school district through their employees.
And so we took a team approach to this case, and Nicholas Rowley and his firm joined up with us to try this case.
So what happened in the Lyons case is we went to trial. What DK Global did, and it's not the first time, was helped me show the jurors what it is that happened to Liam's brain. DK took the images, the CT scans, the MRIs, put it all together so that I could actually illustrate and explain something very high-tech and very complex to the jurors in a way that they could understand and appreciate.
Another thing that DK Global did was they put together a video animation where you have the brain and it zooms into the different lobes of the brain and shows the damage and what that does to the human being. And that was used in the opening statement to explain to the jurors what happened to our client.
By the time I was done with the opening statement and showing the jurors the DK Global presentation, they understood what happened to Liam. Then they understood what happened to his brain, not only on the surface, but on a cellular level. And the jurors understood what that would mean for this boy for the rest of his life.
This case resolved in the middle of trial.
And eventually, after a lot of work that Judge Tanaka put into the case, and talking to us and talking to the family, we agreed to settle the case for $9,500,000. And Liam is now going to have a good future, because we're going to make sure of it.
We've worked with DK Global before, and DK Global is a wonderful, wonderful company.
One of my favorite parts about working with DK Global is how well they work with our experts to get accurate medical illustrations that we can actually use in court.
DK Global communicates with the experts, they communicate with us, and they're able to put together very effective animations that are extremely valuable and useful in our presentation of the case.